Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here for another episode of Agrarian Skies. So at the end of my last episode I had been going around and making all the Thormic shards. I was like, what was I doing at the end of the last episode? Because it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I recorded it now, because I've been away on holiday since. I think this is my first episode of Agrarian Skies that I'm recording since being back from holiday. So I was fairly busy over the weekend doing some bits and bobs, improving some things. Now I've got this cyclic assembler on this this high oven because basically I was having these weird problems where steam, because when you try and produce steam from this high oven, if the steam gets stuck on top and too much water gets plugged in, then it basically has the problem where the steam won't then be pumped out, which is kind of weird. So I've tried to use this, which basically, not cyclic assembler, a liquid router, which you can basically tell it to. So with this one, I've got it telling water to put back into the high oven through another drain up there, and anything else to come out of this red side. So hopefully that should mean that, well, and then I've also added on a second pipe. So hopefully, once I actually start using some power from these steam turbines, what should happen is water and steam should get pulled out of these pipes, go into the liquid router. I'm tempted to actually, I don't know, put some glass between here and have like another thing coming into there. So hopefully steam and water would come out of there at the same time. I wonder if I could do that quick, make a cover out of something. So I think I made a, what's it called? I made a saw around here somewhere. Where are you? Saw, iron saw. So if we grab, say, like a pane of glass, there we go. So make glass slabs, glass panels. Whoops, a daisy, glass covers. That's what I wanted. There we go. Just make all these covers. They're all covers. That's a panel still. Make lots of covers. Make 8 of them. Whoops, a daisy. Chuck my saw away as well. Put that away. So we get glass covers like this. Then what I think I can do is, if we, for example, just kind of wrench that up, put that down like so, and then what I should, I need another fluid duct. I'll explain what I've done here in a second. I just want to sort this out first. Oh bloody hell, where the hell did you come from? Son of a bitch. Must have a black spot around here somewhere where I've not quite lit it up properly. Yeah, I've been fairly busy. I'll explain all this in a second. I just want to try and get this sorted first after killing the spider. So yeah, I moved that chest that was over there to here. We'll grab one more fluid duct, like so. Put you back. Yep, that's what I wanted. Put you back there, then put that there, like so. That can now pump out. Then probably what I want to do is, if I get a bucket, do I have a bucket of water around here? I've got a bucket. If I grab, say for example, we'll just borrow that water. Come here. Let me grab that water for a second. Oh God's sake! Why would you do that? There we go. If we click on the pneumatic servo like so, and then say only whitelist water come out of that one, and then I'd have to get steam somewhere. How do I get? I don't know how I'd get steam, but I think if water comes out of that one, or blacklist water out of that one, so only steam would come out of that one and water would come out of the other one, that's slightly better. So that means that only one would be able to come out of the other. That's right. So that should hopefully sort that out. I just wanted to do that quickly while I was talking about it. So while that may lose some efficiency, it should then pull both steam and water out in theory. I don't know how well it's going to work once I start pumping steam out, but there we go. So what else have I done? So I've also set up a load of these furnace generators using charcoal. They're all full of charcoal at the moment, being powered from these redstone furnaces here, which will be provided with lots and lots of logs once this tree farm gets up and running a little bit faster. I've at the moment only got rubber trees set up here. As you can see, it's not quite fully populated yet. I'm still kind of waiting to chop more down and for them to produce more saplings, but hopefully that should be all filled up soon. At some point I'll set up... Why isn't that planting? That should be planting all of them, unless the tin upgrade isn't big enough. Hang on, so... Have I done this wrong? Have I not got a big enough upgrade? So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... I don't think I've got a big enough upgrade on there. Okay, so I've actually made a mistake with both of these upgrades because they should not be tin, because tin won't actually reach far enough, so that's a bit daft because, yeah, it won't go all the way to the back here, which was a bit silly by the looks of things. So yeah, I've got the wrong upgrades on there, but yeah, I've got I've got a tree farm set up here, so I can get some rubber. As you can see, I've already got 9 stacks of rubber, so I'll probably let that max out and then maybe change it to just oak saplings. And then all of the logs, so basically this one here is only whitelisted to allow rubber through, so nothing else can go into there. This one here is only whitelisted to allow rubber saplings through, so that then means that everything else, being the logs, comes down to the redstone furnaces here and gradually fill up, which is quite cool. I'm not entirely sure how to have all of these spread out evenly. At the moment it kind of goes into the first one and then it only goes into the second one once that one's overflowed, so I'm going to have to come up with some ingenious way of making sure that they get evenly distributed. I'm not sure. And then yeah, finally it all comes through, all the charcoal that's produced all goes through to these furnace generators and produces lots of lovely redstone flux for me. And then finally what I've got here is a little lava generating setup. I've got burning netherrack on top of four crucibles with a ignis extruder on top, which basically feeds cobblestone down and that produces lava. At the moment that lava is fed into an ignis extruder, which is being used to make obsidian so that I could make hardened glass. I've got plenty of that now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's just some of the things that I have been working on off camera, just because they're not the most interesting builds, but it's just something I can kind of just show you quick. So yeah, so yeah, the ignis extruder just feeds down item ducts into hoppers, and then the hoppers just automatically refill these crucibles with cobblestone, which automatically produce lava. They hold 6 millibuckets each. They all get fed down through to this ignis extruder. I'll probably make myself either a tank at some point, or also possibly make myself a load of like lava generators or something like that. Just kind of add more power to my base. As what I plan on doing this episode is actually making myself a big reactor. So that's going to be what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the episode, is to be constructing a big reactor so that at some point I can get maybe like a mine factory laser drill set up. That'll be at some point soon. So yeah, so what do we need for the big reactor? So if we go to big reactor, there we go, big reactors. So you've got the choice between turbines and big reactor, and like you get your bog standard big reactor, which is like reactor casing, reactor controller, power tap, access port, rednet port, stuff like that. A coolant port will be for later on. That's when I want to start working on the turbines. Won't be for a little while yet, but I will want to get onto turbines eventually. So yeah, what do I need to make myself a big reactor? So first of all, I need to make myself some reactor casing. That requires graphite. To make graphite, it's fairly easy. You just take coal or charcoal and smelt it and you get graphite bars. So I've got 128 graphite bars. You also need steel, so I've got a whole crap ton of steel already in place. You need yellorium. Now the way you get yellorium is to, if you smelt up your redstone. What? Redstone dust gets, no way, that can't be right. Redstone dust makes yellorium ingots. That cannot be right. I've got to try this just to see if this works. If that does work, when did that get added in? That's crazy. If you can make yellorium ingots from, I've got a few more here from, no, that's not working. That's obviously some kind of not enough items glitch. Oh, I was going to say, I'd be like, that'd be incredible. If you could just smelt up redstone dust. Yeah, it's just some kind of like crazy glitch. Okay, never mind. So to get your yellorium ingots, you smelt up yellorium dust now, or yellorium ore, but obviously because we've got nothing to mine, we can't get yellorium ore. There's no way of getting this in this particular mod pack. The way you get yellorium, yellorium dust. The way you get yellorium dust to smelt into a yellorium ingot, there's a couple of ways to do it. So we'll have a look at them. The one way you do it is to, if we go to the X-Nilo sieve, if you sieve sand, you get yellorium dust, 2% chance to get that. So if we go and check out all my my current sieving setup, which I will upgrade at some point. Excellent. See, look, I've got 6 yellorium dust in there, so I can take that out of there and then just go to any furnace somewhere. I will set up a redstone furnace at some point, I think, to smelt these kind of things, but at the moment I'm just kind of using these slab furnaces. And there you go, so you can just smelt up yellorium dust and it makes a yellorium ingot. another way to get yellorium dust is to take some sulfur, take some pulverized tin, smelt it, put it together in an induction smelter, and you get yellorium dust. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways of getting it. And then the big problem with using the sulfur tin method is that how you get sulfur. Now, if you pulverize up like nether quartz or netherrack, there's like a 10% chance of getting sulfur. Same with blaze rods and coal, there's always a chance there. Blaze rods probably the best thing, but I won't be able to get blaze rods until I set up some kind of auto spawner or something like that. The way I got a lot of mine was to just pulverize up a load of coal, and there's like a 10% chance of getting it. The best way, however, is to simply pulverize up nether sulfur ore. Now, you can't get that nether sulfur ore without either A, going to the nether, which is a bad idea in Agrarian Skies, or by getting a laser drill set up, which is probably the plan that I am going to do at some point. But yeah, that's going to be for another episode down the line. So what we're going to do first is make a load of these Reactor casings, because if we go along, so you make your case for your big reactor out of these Reactor casings, fairly straightforward. I think you also need a Reactor controller, which requires Reactor casings, yellorium, and a diamond, and a bit of redstone. Reactor power tap, again, requires Reactor casings and some redstone. Fairly straightforward. Reactor access port, we need one of these as well. All requires Reactor casings, chests and piston. And then I think that's all we need to start off with will be, oh yeah, and also if you want to make it clear so you can have a look inside, you need a Reactor glass and some hardened glass, and that just allows you to view inside. So yeah, we'll get started with some Reactor casings. So we'll make 2 stacks. That should be more than enough for now. So that'll give us enough to get started. We'll go grab that diamond so that we can make the Reactor controller. As you can see, I have 79 diamonds at the moment and 91 emeralds. I kind of want to upgrade this whole system at the moment because it's like a massive backlog. I've got a load of sand and dust in here. I'm assuming that my pulverizer behind there is probably full of gravel, and then all of this is all packed out. So, I mean, it's not even got any sand in at the moment. So, what I want to do at some point is to kind of break this all down, make a load more, set up a load more sieves, set up a load more autonomous activators, and have like a kind of so to make sure that all sand, gravel, and dust is kind of produced and sieved fairly uniformly, if you know what I mean. So I'll get that set up at some point. So where are we? So we'll set up the Reactor controller, we'll set up a Reactor power tap, we only need one of them. Make sure we don't waste all of that. We also need we've got the power tap. We also need at least one access port. What I'm missing from that? Oh yeah, I need to make a chest. Do I have any wood on me? No, I don't. Let's go grab some wood real quick. Head back over. I will start to kind of demolish this house probably after I get my ME network set up, which I might do for the next episode actually, as something I've been meaning to get around to doing, which is as I've got an absolute crap ton of quartz and stuff like that. Saying that, do I have any nether quartz? How do you get nether quartz again? So if we go for quartz, how do you get nether quartz again? Oh, you have to sieve soul sand. Oh, yeah, that's fairly straightforward. So that just requires witch water and sand, and then that's fairly easy. I need to get what I might do off camera then is to get a autonomous activator set up over my patch of mycelium over here. So as you can see, I've got like witch water here. I'll have a aqueous accumulator pumping water into here, which will automatically get turned into witch water, and then I'll just have like what's the word I'm looking for? Just cut like a barrel or just like a chest full of sand that I can put down onto there, and then just fairly straightforward to get that kind of automated. Or I might kind of dig up my mycelium or set up a little system, like a little kind of teeny tiny system, which I can use to create and sieve soul sand. It's something I'll probably just do that off camera, just so you don't have to see me kind of set it all up and it's all boring. So where were we? So, I was talking about my ME system. I want to go back to big reactors, don't I? Big reactor. There we go. So what were we looking to do? Power tap. Access port, which was chest and piston. Oh, bugger. I've just realised. I've got iron, which is important, and I also need some cobblestone. Oh, I know where cobblestone is. Got a crap ton of that over here. Do I have any in there? No. Just to be slightly less convenient, I have to go all the way over to here. We'll just get it out of my barrel, which my ignis extruder is making. Oh, we need a bit more than that. There we go, that'll do. Fantastic. So let's dash over here. Back to my crafting station. That's what I'm looking for. So we can make ourselves a piston. There we go, 1 piston. And then, oh, you need to make a chest, don't we? 1 chest. There we go. Shift click, get rid of all of that. Get the reactor access port. And then I think that is all the necessary items. Oh yeah, I also want to make myself some reactor glass, but I will do that after I've started setting this up. So let me just chow down on some toast real quick. Oh yeah, I also made toast. Toast is fairly easy to make. As you see, I right click there. I do pay attention to tips that you guys do leave when I remember. Toast is fairly straightforward. Just requires smelting bread, which is fair, and which is just 3 wheat. But it's just quite nice because it boosts your hunger by 2 points, which is quite good. So I want to start setting up this big reactor around here. So let me grab some reactor casing, start plonking these down. So I can't remember how big you can make it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I'm thinking of making. Oh no, I'm missing some things, aren't I, from big reactor? If we go back, make sure I've got all of these first. So I also need to make a Yellorium fuel rod, which is more graphite and steel and Yellorium. Okay, so that's basically the same as the what's it called, the reactor casing. It's exactly the same recipe. It just, oh yeah, it just uses slightly more steel over the graphite. Yeah. So let me make some more graphite real quick. How much coal have I got? Tons. Let me just smelt that up. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab a couple of slab furnaces and move them over to the part of my base over there, all these ones here, which I don't actually use over here anymore. Let me just grab them, and then some charcoal like that. I'll set them up over here. I don't know where, maybe just along this little wall here. So where those slab furnaces go? I've lost them. There they are. Slab furnaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So I can just kind of like smelt things up here. So we'll just put charcoal and let me just go along. Charcoal, charcoal, and charcoal. There we go. Marvelous. And then we can just smelt up some coal like so. I'll make a bit more graphite just to be on the safe side. We'll just make it all into graphite. We'll come back to that in a second. And then finally, I need a reactor control rod. That's what I need as well. So that requires more graphite and more reactor controllers. Okay, so I can come back and finish off making them in a second. First of all, I want to keep planning out. Let me just drop down a torch there for a second. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so have I made this like an even space? Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let me just double check that. Is that definitely 7 by 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. So we can finish putting all this together. I might need to make more reactor case. I'm just debating whether or not 7 by 7 is too big for now. And tell you what, I'm going to reduce this down to 5 by 5 for now. And then probably increase the size once I get some more steel and graphite, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm going to have to tear all this up, aren't I? Here we go. Yeah, I just don't think I've got quite enough for now, especially, how much steel have I got left? I've got a few bits of steel left, but not that much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just whack-a-doodle that down like so. So that should now be 5 by 5. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it. I think you can make them like fairly flat, but you can make them like really weird shapes, but I'm just going to keep it fairly uniform for now. There we go. That'll do. So 1, 2, 3. Oh god, I can't reach. Oh no, that's not good. I'll just fill in the bottom like so, because this bottom layer has to all be reactor casings. Let me just start nerd polling. 1, 2, so that's 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I made this like really huge, didn't I? So I could fit all this in. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5. Et voila. And then that just needs to go up like so. We can start filling all this in. Excelente. I'll make sure I put down some torches on top of this. Let me just fill in the top, like so. I want to leave the middle one free for the, what's it called? The reactor control rod that goes on top of the Yellorium fuel rods. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just going to fill in this whole. Oh no, I did not want that. Smash you up. There we go. Fill all this in. Fill in all the sides. There we go. Et voila. So that's going to be like that. Then what I need to do is have the reactor power tap. I'm going to put it at the top here, like that. I also need the reactor controller. Put you there. I also need the reactor access port. I'll put you there for now. I think that's all in place. So I'm going to need, let me just count this. 1, 2, 3... I'm saying that I might have got away with a 7x7, but it's not the end of the world. I can always expand it out later on when I so choose. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 pieces of glass. So let me just grab that. No, what am I looking for? I'm looking for hard. So I need 12 pieces of hardened glass, like that. That'll do nicely. Let's grab this graphite bar out, like so. Lots of graphite, lots of delicious graphite. So let me just chow down on some toast real quick while I'm running over here. There we go. So then we can make, so I want to make 1, 2, actually saying that, how many of these do I want to make? I want to add in maybe more than one column here. Or do I? How much Yellorium have I got left? Not a lot right now, so maybe just the one column of this for now. So I'm going to need 1, 2, yeah, three of these. And itch my nose. 3 of these, and then 1 reactor control rod. That's what I want to do. So where is my? Here we go. So there you go. 1 more Yellorium fuel rod, like so. Need 1 reactor control rod. Excellent. That's all I need. So that's all in place. Oh, I've got a bit more Yellorium. I did not realise that. So I think that's everything now. So. Oh yeah, I also need to then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Whack and do all that across. Grab these all back down. If we go over to here, we can then go. Oh, what I want to do first is, if we go to the middle, grab the Yellorium fuel rods, go 1, 2, 3, like that. And then what we can do is get the reactor control rod. Oh, place you on top. Hop down. For some reason, oh, that lit. That's really cool. That kind of like stops it from being horrible on the inside. So if we, there we go. It's all in place. So go with the reactor controller, see all the different things. So how much fuel we've got inside, the casing heat, the core heat, how much energy it's got inside. This is where we attach the redstone energy conduits to start pulling out power, which you don't necessarily need to do straight away. But what I can do is just show you how it works. So if we go to the reactor access port, we can either have eject fuel or eject waste. We can put in some cyanite like so, just fill it all up. As you can see, the fuel rod in the middle there is now working. It's all full of fuel. So I do need to activate the reactor like this. So if we hit activate reactor, you can see that the heat's going up inside. So it's rather hot, rather toasty on the inside. What you can do to counter that is, what I'll probably do is, using the magma crucible, I'll start melting down ender pearls, and I'm just going to deactivate the reactor for now. There's no point wasting fuel on an inefficient system. So what I'll probably do is melt down. So one of the best things that you can use is, as I've got an absolute crap ton of ender pearls, if we grab, say, 16 for now, go along to here, I can actually start melting them down in my magma crucible like so. So let me just see if this is working now. Is that going to start using steam, or is it going to start using power from these? I've got power coming from absolutely everywhere now. Like the steam turbines plus all these furnace generators is just going to be generating power for me out of the wazoo. Plus this big reactor, I'm pretty much sorted when it comes to power. So if we drop a bucket in here, what you can do is take this resonant ender. Have I got any ladders anywhere, actually? We'll go see if I can find some, because I'll make a little ladder up the side of my big reactor so I can get to the top of the control rod. So let me grab the ladder, like so. Some ladders even, sorry. If we go over to here. Build a ladder at the side, so yep, I can do that, and it maintains its multi-block structure, which is pretty cool. How many am I going to need? I'm going to need 8 buckets of resonant ender altogether, so that's 4 buckets, so I need a stack more of ender pearls, like so. I've got absolute crap tons of them, thanks to my mob grinder. Very nice indeed. We'll melt down a few more of them. Do they use any steam? I don't. I'd always use some steam from there. Now, let me have a look at this. Is this actually outputting anything? Doesn't seem to be. So that's outputting steam into there. Oh yeah, it's filling it back up slowly. That's definitely water. So I don't know if it's doing it or not, but hopefully it's working. Seems to be filling back filling up steam slowly. So to try and prevent that core heat getting too high, what you can also do is if we go around here. Let me just make sure that's well lit up. I'm actually going to break up all of these reactor casings, like so. I've just realised that some of them are falling inside, which is not good. Might just have to dig my way out for a second. Here we go. Let me just make a little hole. Make a hole. There we go. Let me grab the reactor casings like this. There we go. Build that. Climb up. Then what I can do is start to put resonant ender buckets all the way around the outside of my core. And what that'll actually do is keep the core heat down. So if we keep filling these up, like so, if we climb up, put some more resonant ender in, put a second bucket down, fill up another one. Here we go. So then hopefully when we then turn it on again, the core heat should be much lower. So if we keep going, got to do this 8 times altogether. What a pain in the bum. So we need one there. Wish this was slightly quicker, but it's not. Thankfully they're only right next to each other. So one there. Almost there. 2 more buckets to go after this, and then hopefully when we switch it back on, it should be looking dandy. Here we go. 1 more bucket to go after this, and then we've completely surrounded it with resonant ender, which is pretty sweet. 1 more to go. Ouch, that hurt a little bit. Just jumping down, you know, trying to kill myself. No biggie. I do need to eat some bread, but some toast even, sorry. So, oh no, I don't want it there, do I? I want it 1 further down. Whoopsie-daisy. So, put it there. Is this going to work? Hopefully this is going to work. So yeah, they all need to go 1 further down, don't they? I'll put them all 1 too high. Silly enough. Is that all correct now? See if that settles out. There we go. Because what you then need to do is put all the reactor casings back. That was very silly of me. At least I could do that, which is quite nice. Pick up that reactor casing. So this is all, as you can see, it's all resonant ender inside, which looks pretty cool. So if we reactivate the reactor, whereas that pretty much maxed out, the core heat is now only about... Oh, look at that. Look at all that delicious redstone flux being generated. Ooh, that's good. So how much... oh, we've still got some Eulorium in there, which is quite cool. So I'll drop that back in there for now. As you can see, the core heat is now 479. We're producing 1,500 redstone flux per tick, which is insane. Almost 1,500 redstone flux per tick, which is pretty insane. It's buffering up a load of redstone flux. We don't really need this on right now, so what I'm just going to do is just deactivate the reactor for now, just so we're not wasting any fuel. As you can see, it's 0.7% depleted. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I've managed to set up my first big reactor. Also, what I want to let it do is run for a little bit off camera, because then hopefully, if we go into the steel powered flight, I can actually then make this turbine housing, which requires... if we go for turbine housing, where is it? Turbine housing, that requires cyanite, and the only way you get cyanite is to actually just like let this run, and eventually the Eulorium in your reactor gets turned into cyanite. Now you can reprocess it using, or is it? I know. Where is it? I can't see it. Cyanite. I'm looking for the reprocessor. There it is, cyanite reprocessor. So you can actually turn, what you then do is you turn your cyanite into plutonium, which you can then use instead of Eulorium. So essentially it's the same thing, and you get a little bit of return back from your waste from the reactor. So there we go. Managed to get my big reactor set up. which would be pretty cool if I need any kind of massive amounts of power. I just mainly wanted to do it so I could carry on with the steel-powered flight task mainly, which was the big problem. So hopefully now I can start going down this quest line, and then, because this is basically setting up your big reactor, but I swear to God you can't do it until you finish the steam room, but you can't finish that steam room until you've set up your big reactor, so it's absolutely bizarre. It's a really weird way of doing it, but yeah, so there we go. Managed to get my first big reactor set up. What I might do at some point is just to start, like, I might expand this out to a 7x7 off camera at some point, just so it's kind of ready for I don't know, or what I might also do is kind of put some more fuel rods in, so have one in each corner as well, something like that, just so it produces like more redstone flux per tick. But apart from that, I think I'm all done. So it's been a fairly successful episode, gone through and shown you some of the things I've done off camera, such as making all of these furnace generators as a nice backup power when I run out of Yellorium. Although what I'm probably going to be doing is solely using this to power a laser drill, mine factory loaded laser drill, and then use this kind of whole setup. Because how much charcoal? I'm still producing a fair amount of charcoal from all of these, so I don't know if it's like one of the modes, like dense, vacuum. I don't know if it's something like that, so I don't know if it's worth setting every single one of these to dense, so it just kind of spreads out fairly evenly. I don't know, I'll have to have a play around. If anybody's got any suggestions of how to get these to spread out nice and easily using item ducts or something else, would be much appreciated. But yeah, I think all of these furnace generators and these steam turbines are probably going to be what's going to be kind of powering most of my machines for now. I mean, I haven't got anything too power hungry at the moment. It's just kind of my ME system's probably going to be the most power hungry thing I'll build, but I'll get that kind of on the go in the next episode. Possibly, I don't know actually, that might be for next week's episode, just because I'm not sure about getting the nether quartz before the next episode, because I'm going to have to set up a little system producing soul sand, which is going to be used to produce nether quartz, which I'm not sure how much nether quartz I can produce quickly enough. So yeah, it might be doing just filling some quests, such as I've got some Hell's Kitchen thing to do, maybe look at the bees and trees, such as getting my gendistry started. Yeah, I think I might get some gendistry and do some Hell's Kitchen stuff in the next episode first, and then probably in the episode after that I'll get started on setting up my ME network. So yeah, I'm going to leave the episode there for now. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, but apart from that, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.